Hi, it's Yara. If I look tired, it's because I am. For whatever reason, I seem to do a lot of these videos at about, 3:30 in the morning when I'm just about ready to go to sleep. So, I wanted to talk a little bit about how when we make plans, sometimes our plans get changed for us. I had planned for this weekend that I would be in Milton Freewater, Oregon for Dragon's Gate Ren Fair, and then I would be going on to Kettle Falls, Washington for the Sasquatch Gathering. But my plans got changed for me. On Wednesday early evening, I had some of my grand mal level seizures, and thankfully some of my very close friends who are like family to me were there when it happened. One of them, who happens to have a boot on and be in a wheelchair currently because she hurt her ankle so badly that her doctors put her in a wheelchair, dove out of her wheelchair to catch my head so I didn't hit my head on the cement, thereby receiving a second concussion for the year due to my seizures. I have a non-epileptic seizure disorder called FND, functional neurological disorder, and it's caused by trauma. Anyway, within a couple of hours of those, I had also been served by one of the local restaurants with some of my food. I had been served one of my highly allergic food items. They had served onions in my food, and I had an extreme allergic reaction also. The combination made my post-ictal stage of my seizure disorder, these particular seizures last a lot longer than they normally would, and so I went and stayed on my friend's couch for the duration of most of my post-ictal stage. So, my intention to drive over 4 hours to Milton Freewater, Oregon, from my area of Idaho, and then stay for a night and possibly 2 nights, and then drive another 4+ hours to Kettle Falls, Washington, would not have been safe for me to do. I still am having some of the migraine from the combination of the seizure and the allergy issue. And you can probably hear from the cadence of my voice and also from my voice being froggy that I'm still suffering the effects of both the seizure and also from the allergen, from the inflammation in my throat, and my system is very angry. My body is very angry from the combination of those two medical incidences back to back. So I am in a rest cycle right now where I just have to kind of chill in the area. I can still drive places nearby. I could not drive for a couple of days, not safely. And I just kind of have to stay near to home and visit around my friends, be around people who know what to do if I have another medical emergency. But I wanted to talk a little bit about what to do when you have unexpected plans changing. So I consider that my plans were changed for me for a reason that I don't necessarily know about, but obviously my spirit team, the universe, God, source, whomever you ascribe to as being in charge of the grand plan of things, they're the person or entity or energy that chose for my plans to be changed. The information that I have received from my spirit team is that I have been going through a rather big upgrade in my energies with regards to abundance and everything else. And so basically, I'm going through a form of energetic and physical reset, and I need a lot of extra rest right now. And going on a long trip by myself with just me and my dog would not have been conducive for me to get enough rest to go through the reset that I needed. But I had already planned this far ahead of time. I was going to be the Blue Fairy at the Dragon's Gate Ren Fair, as I perform, at a lot of Ren Fairs as the Blue Fairy, and they had wanted us to be our fairies for that one. And I was going to hand out my little tiny little butterfly trinkets, the blue trinkets that I hand out. Sometimes they're butterflies, sometimes they're other little things. And give out my healing hugs as I do. But again, my plans were changed for me. So I guess people who wanted to see me will have to see me elsewhere. Now, I do have other things that I can do this weekend, hanging out with friends, maybe go and hang out with some of the SCA folks, because I am joining the SCA. And there's weapons training every weekend, and that is Sunday mornings. They have weapons training in the area. Anyway, so I can do that tomorrow if I'm feeling up to it, but I may not feel up to it in the morning. In the meantime, I am trying to take care of myself by getting the extra rest that I'm supposed to be getting. And I might go camping next weekend, but we'll see. I try to kind of roll with it when my plans get changed for me, or if I'm called to change my plans at the last minute. I often think I'm going to be doing, say, I'll think I'm heading to maybe to an IHOP. And then while I'm driving to the IHOP, I hear from my guides that I should be going to, say, the Ling and Louie's downtown instead, or I need to go visit one of my friends' shops instead, so I'll go there instead. So I just never know exactly where I'm going to be headed, and there's always a purpose to it. I meet with somebody and have a conversation that I need to have with them, or I give them information that they need. They give me information that I need. There's always a purpose to wherever I end up going, and however I end up getting there. And every plan that gets changed, there's always a grand design reason. And sometimes it can be frustrating when we want to do things and we don't get to. So a lot of my dance friends, my dance sisters, and other friends went to Dragon's Gate and they performed today, and I didn't get to go. And that can be frustrating for me because I really do enjoy that. And I enjoy interacting with people and giving them lots and lots of love and blessings and healing energy, and I just love giving out those soul hugs. But that's not always what's best for me either. So sometimes we have to listen to what we're being told by our guides, by Source, the universe, God, Holy Ghost, whatever you ascribe to, your angels, that still small voice within, your intuition. And sometimes you have to listen to your body, especially if you have if you've acquired a lot of different conditions like I have. And a lot of healers have acquired a lot of different conditions because we first, if you are a super empath and maybe you're a physical empath like I am as well, or a healer, before you learn how to clear energy and clear those things that you pick up from others, first you acquire them, and then your body takes on those illnesses, and you don't know how to get rid of the energy from those. It takes time to heal once you have that going on with you. There, you are able to heal from that after that, and given time. It does take help and time, but there is healing to be had. But you also have to learn how to listen to your body, and you have to work together with what your body is telling you. And healers need a lot more rest than many of us do take, because we put so much of ourselves out to help with the world and with the people around us. So I'm asking you to continue to be a light in the world, share your kindness, share your love, and just know that for every person that you help and every person that you give that love and light to, they can turn around and give that to other people. So I love you very much. From me, Yara, walks with Sun Sisu, the star who guides.